I can't. All right. Hopefully, this is the final turnaround. But as you read by the title, obviously, if you can read, you'll see what this video is about. I did like a little short clip of it on like my social media, but it wasn't really long enough or in depth, or it wasn't a good video. Well, it was good, but it didn't go in depth as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, or as to why I like to do what I do. So obviously this video is here to do that. So we're going to start. Why did I start this photography journey, and how did I become so passionate about it? I'm literally going from the top of off of my head. I don't have a script for any of this. Well, I may have a little script, but it's not that big of a script. It's mostly just coming from the top of my head. But honestly, man, if I'm being honest, I hated photography. I hated photos. As a young person, well, I guess I'm still young. As a younger person, like when I was a little kid, I hated it so much because just how I looked in photos, because I was a pretty fat kid growing up, and I just didn't like how I looked when, you know, we took family photos or headshots, things of that nature. I just didn't feel comfortable because I just saw my image and I'm like, ugh, that's disgusting, you know. But then over time, obviously, in high school, I blossomed. I glowed up, whatever you want to call it nowadays. I still hated photography, honestly, but I would say what really got me into it, I would say the creative side, because I consider myself a creative person, and photography is obviously a creative space. So I started with my iPhone, actually, or started with the phone, like any person would in this society, in today's generation, you know. And I was liking it, you know. I did my traveling, so I, you know, took photos here and there, did little videos. I didn't think too much of it. And then I was like, wow, I actually like these photos, and I'm liking what I'm doing, and these are actually pretty decent photos, especially for it to be on the phone. But then again, you can take amazing photos with phones, don't get me wrong, but there's a different level when it comes to like mirrorless cameras and DSLRs. I'm pretty sure you know that. Photographers out there, you know that. But anyway, so I just started taking photos on the phone. I'm like, what if I can up my level, or like what if I can make these better? Because there's always room for improvement. So I got my first camera. I got it for like $220. It was the Canon T-Rebel 7. I remember the day I got it. I got it from a good friend of mine, Shay. Shout out to you. Thank you for starting this journey. Much appreciated. And then I've just been taking photos ever since, man. And then that camera got stolen. Got robbed in Oakland. I was so pissed. That my first camera got stolen. My lens that came with it, that got stolen. Pretty much everything else got stolen, and I was heartbroken. But I was like, dang, how can I continue this, you know, this photography journey if it's stolen? And obviously, as you know, cameras are expensive. Laptops are expensive, right? So I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? Ooh, so I bought a new camera. My wallet, my bank account felt that. But yeah, I bought a new one, and actually, I've been taking photos on it for the past October last year. Yeah, this is the Canon 250D. It's lightweight, a lot lighter than the Rebel 7. It's a lot more advanced when it comes to technological features and creative assistance and things of that nature. So I really love that. But yeah, ever since I got this camera, man, it's beautiful what you can do with it, or at least what I can do with it, is to tell a story one flick at a time, you know. Capture a moment in stillness, and there's just so many stories behind it, or you can even make up your own stories behind that image of like what was this person doing, before this image was taken, or what are they doing after? What were they thinking about this photo? I know it's just a lot of things that can go into it, or at least that's what I think of. Everybody varies. I'm just an overthinker. But yeah, just capturing that art and just creating something from scratch, or taking a picture from scratch, and you're elevating in that picture and to make it into a masterpiece, and it just brings you to if you hear that, I'm sorry, it's the garage below, but I don't know, it just takes you to a different part in your mind. So it's like a fantasy, or it's like a multiverse, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And I don't know, it just gives me a reason to release my creativity in my mind. It gives it a place to escape. Or it's a lot, man. I really I don't know, it definitely it cheers me up, I'm not gonna lie. It hits hard, especially when I'm feeling down, or feeling out of it, or just not feeling the best that day, or something went on, my personal life or whatnot. Just pick up that camera and just let me just release. People have different ways of releasing: going to the gym, reading a book, hanging out with friends, getting a drink, smoking meth. Not my way, but there are ways that people do that. But my way is the camera. Seeing life through a different lens other than my own, and it's just breathtaking. So yeah, and a lot of people don't talk about this, and this is regarding anything, but most people don't start something just because they love it. They start it because they need it, and then over time you start to love it. So it's kind of like a cane, it's helping me stand up. And over time, I'm like, dang, I'm really starting to like this support. I'm liking the support that it's giving me, or I'm liking this energy that it's giving me. And that's what this camera did. It's like my cane. I need it. And without it, I'm nothing. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It's probably not a good thing, because I need to be my own person without a camera. But I don't know. It it adds to me. I'll put it like that. It adds to who I am, and to my figure, and to who I want to be and want to become and whatnot. So that's why I started, my own Instagram page about it. Try to get my name out there. I have my own portfolio website out there. So if you're watching this, check it out. Link in description. Monroe Photography myportfolio. I forgot the links, so that's why it's in the description. But yeah, that's why I started all these things, to just express or expand my creativity amongst others, so maybe they can be inspired, or maybe they want to be entertained, or maybe they need photos. Like, hey, can you take this photo for me? Things of that nature. I just want to share that with the world, and who knows, you might make someone's day. They might think they're ugly. They might think they're fat. But that photo, if you edit that photo just right, you get them looking good. You bring up that self-confidence. That's what I want to do. Not like that, but just as an example, right? One of the reasons why I continue to do. But I don't know why I said that. Don't be offended. I'm sorry. It's just a joke, kind of. 50-50. But you get the point. If you're a fellow creative person, photographer, videographer, or whatever vocabulary words they have for that, and if you're wanting to do something like this, do it. There's nothing stopping you. Everyone has to start somewhere. You can be with a phone, you can be with a camera. If you're fortunate enough to buy a fancy camera, go for it. But it doesn't have to be fancy. You can still start off with the phone, and then once you are able to, and you want to elevate, then you can look into, expanding that and getting cameras and different gadgets and things of that nature. But just start small. literally the most successful people in the world, most successful people in the world, start small or start from nothing. That's just with anything. So it's definitely a patience game. It's, you just have to enjoy the journey, the ups and downs, just like with anything else in life. It has its ups and downs, it's positive and negatives, there's pros and cons. But you gotta have to ask yourself, are the pros worth it? And are the cons worth it? Now, to me, obviously they are. That's what I'm doing with it, what I'm doing. But ask yourself that before you make a commitment. Or it doesn't. You don't even have to commit. It could be a hobby. Start off as a hobby, see if you like it. But then over time, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm really digging this. Should I really commit to this? And once you get to the point, you can ask yourself, am I ready for what it has to offer? Am I ready for all, millions of no's and few yeses? Am I ready for days where you feel like your photos are crap, or days where you don't feel like editing, or days where you just have no drive anymore? You have to ask yourself, are you ready for those days? Because that comes along with it. Not only in photography, but like I said, everything else in life. So do your due diligence. I will say that. And just after you accept it, go after and get it. And be the best goddamn photographer, videographer that you can be. And collab with people. Have fun. Don't take it too seriously. If you take it too seriously, it's not going to become fun. You're not going to want to do it anymore. And you're going to lose the thrill of doing it at all. So have fun with it. Be curious. Be creative. Find your niche. I'm figuring it out myself. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only photographer that is in this situation. So we're humans. It takes time. Just do it. You're never going to do it. Or you're never going to know what it's like until you do it yourself. So get out there. Get creative and just take pictures of everything. Well, maybe not of everything. Just make sure it's, PG-13 and it's legal. But other than that, take pictures of anything and everything and get consent. It's 2026, you gotta get that consent. Because, when you get canceled, lawsuit or sued, so get that consent before, if it's people. Right? Then again, you don't need consent to an extent. I'm not going to get into that. You get the point. Be respectful. I'll put it like that. Just be respectful and whatnot. But yeah, just go out there and get it. Have fun. Be brave. Don't overthink on it. Or at least try not to. Don't be like me. And yeah, hopefully you can turn out to be a successful one.